This is a follow-up audio only on youtube.com/@ I am Wade Heineman to my last audio earlier today. It's 9:41 p.m. 9:42 p.m. January 4th, 2024. Trying to get the year right here. I want to clarify on that last audio. The guy named Mr. Beast, what I was saying is if he came up with any of my ideas that I've, my poems, blogs, inventions, in a theories on my x.com accounts, that's what I'm saying. If he came up with any of my ideas, I've never watched his YouTube channel, Mr. Beast. Apparently, he's a really popular person. I don't know that he's a theorist, inventor, blogger, poet. What I was trying to say is no knowledge. If he came up with any of my ideas, not, if he's got some, innovative ideas of whatever kind he does, I don't know. But he was indicated several years ago until like several months ago that he was involved in, indicated he was involved in the fraud of my life, but I don't know that. I'm just saying I had indications of that. But I've gotten really upset when he is indicated after my accounts were compromised in the past. My Gmail and YouTube accounts, every time they would get compromised, they would plaster his videos all over my YouTube, indicated that he was involved. So that's why I have strong response about him. The guy Mooch, the pilot on Rick Beato's show, I didn't say anything wrong about him. I didn't say anything inaccurate, I should say. I think he's kind of dopey for a pilot. He's 6'5", which is really tall for an Air Force pilot. But there are obviously some planes he could fly at 6'5", but the indications line up with what the frauds have done to me in the past with staged lies, and then they'll use their platform to spread the lies that way by these indirect indications like Vaseline, which I only use to put on my third-degree burn on my foot. Women's boots. I was looking again for my mother's winter boots, one with a zipper so she could easily get them on and off, because she needs winter boots for one, and she broke her hip. So I found some lifts for her feet in the inside of a shoe, and I was looking for some boots for her that would work with those lifts on the inside, and that she could get in and on and off easily. And I was telling her that the sites online won't let me purchase them. There's different things they won't let me purchase now online. Anyway, and me calling him dopey, that's my opinion of him. So, and I did have a PTSD reaction after I heard him rattle off his list of, was it plush blanket, which I have a, what is it called? I forget the name of this kind of material. It's like a warm fleece. I have a fleece blanket, and it's indicated that the fraud Mexican has a fleece blanket just like this. I've got it. I ordered it a month or two ago from Walmart.com, and it's really warm. It's really nice for what I wanted it for, just keeping warm, because I'm very cold in this situation with only one space heater. The other indications, I forget what they were. The women's clothing. I've never worn women's clothing. I've never had sexual contact with a male. I'm a man. I'm not a female. Yeah, one of the other songs he was talking about, she's a woman or something. So I had a PTSD reaction to it, because all the songs he said that his band was going to play were, indicated lies about me. So I had a PTSD reaction at home by myself, which, I was angry at him for spreading lies about me if that's what was indicated. But that's what often happens, and it triggers my PTSD. So I was having the reaction at home prior to me recording the last video that I'm addressing, clarifying right now. So I've nothing against Rick Beato that I know of. I just watch his show for entertainment value mostly. He's got, a way to teach people things, but I haven't learned anything from him as far as guitar or that, because I'm just learning the guitar by playing it, by where my hands go, what notes come out, how to get certain sounds out of it. I've been doing that for the last 20 months or whatever, however long I've had the guitars now. The first guitar I got was early 2022 or what, around that time. And I haven't had a teacher or an instructor. So if somebody has indicated that they're my teacher instructor, I've watched guitar videos for 3 years, solid years now. Like, mostly what I'm looking at is what guitars sound like what. But I'm also interested in, the history of the players, and I've learned a lot about the different guitar players and what they played and how they played it and how they learned and what their styles were. And, everybody's is different, which is really interesting with guitar. Everybody is different. All the guitars are different. It's like, it's like an orchestra in your hands, like they've said other different sources. You have basically an orchestra in your fingers because of the way you can play your guitar and what different guitars you can choose to play. It's just almost an um endless choices as far as what to play. But um if there's any threatening language, it's me at home being triggered with PTSD. I'm not threatening anyone. I can't stop my PTSD from being triggered. And this has been going on for 10 years now, these lies like this guy, that, it'd be a 1,000% more coincidence that all the songs that he named was a coincidence about my life. This kind of stuff has been going on for a long time. But, if it's coincidence, it's coincidence, but it triggers my PTSD because the frauds tell lies about my life, what's going on with my life, like the Vaseline and the women's boots I look for my mother, and, the gay sex that never happened. I've never had sexual contact with a male, and I never will have sex with a male. I'm not interested in males, transgenders, or children. It's been indicated again, all these cowards and no honor, no integrity criminals trying to claim that I have um, any of these things going on in my life, which is what triggers my PTSD. So I clarified that I was talking about Mr. Beast having my ideas, taking my ideas. If he's got his own, original ideas, he's never had any connection to me. He was indicated many times after I was locked out of my Gmail and YouTube accounts from 2018 on. This Mr. Beast character, I've never watched his videos, not once, but I've vented frustration and anger and PTSD at home by myself uh, when he's indicated after something happens digitally to me. So I don't know who he is. His name's Jimmy Donaldson, apparently. That's what he's put on. I've seen one of his videos that was prompted to me. He said his name was Jimmy Donaldson. So Mr. Beast on YouTube. That's all I know about him. So I've corrected the one little minute error I made, and I do think, the pilot's dopey. But if he's, using his platform to spread lies about me, it's pathetic. If he's not doing that, okay. Signing off, Wade Allen Heineman, January 4th, 2024, 9:52 p.m. Been home by myself since December 15th. I'll be trimming my facial hair, but I'll leave some on my chin, but the rest of it on my face and neck I'll trim, and then the sides of my hair I'll trim, and sides and back I'll trim tonight. Signing off, Wade Heineman, youtube.com/@ I am Wade Heineman, January 4th, 9:52 p.m.